Hello artists and welcome to the Academy at Lion Road Art. In this video, I will be drawing the characters from the Grinch, the Illumination Studios animated version that came out in 2019. I begin here with the guy himself, Mr. Grinch, and I start with a graphite pencil, drawing lightly, creating a sketch by putting together lines and shapes that I know will make the form and overall figure of the Grinch. I start lightly because I'm going to need to erase some details later, and when I draw in this way, it allows me to sketch and get it right without being too concerned about how precious each line is. I'm allowed to make wrong lines, I'm allowed to make mistakes, I can just sketch and let it be messy, because later on I will do some erasing and then redrawing to have it all look crisp and clean. Well, anyways, I have started already working on the Grinch's right-hand man, or dog if you'd rather, Max. And there he is, all drawn and looking cute. He is interested in that ornament the Grinch is throwing up towards the sky. Next up we have Cindy Lou Who, and I am beginning her sketch, like all the others, lightly in pencil, and this time I'm using some guidelines, a little cross down the middle of her face to help me line up her eyes, her nose, and her smile. That also really helps me figure out where all her hair goes, because we all know Cindy Lou Who has some fun and crazy hair, just like all the Who's in Whoville. Anyway, sketching along, adding these details, building up detail and value over time until I'm pleased with my sketch. Then, I take a kneaded eraser, stretch it out, roll it over my sketch to lightly erase everything. That way I have like a light coloring sheet that I can color in with my fancy schmancy Prismacolor colored pencils. I begin with light colors first, adding the kind of peachy pink lips on the Grinch, a light green, mostly in one value, but pressing a little harder where there are shadows and darker spots on his body, and kind of creating this striped pattern to really create a form over him. Then I go in with a darker green to really bring those shadows to life and differentiate the space between like his eyes, his eyebrows, his nose, and this cool tuft of fur that the Grinch has around his neck and shoulders. You can see me here continuing that kind of striped pattern to really give his body some form and texture. I'm using hatching as a coloring and a shading technique, and that's a fancy way to say I'm coloring with lots of little lines all put next to each other, compared to smooth shading, which I'm doing right here in the ornament, where I kind of swirl the pencil and get a smooth, even layer of color. Hatching is more like, well, you'll see it here again in Max, where I color with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of little lines next to each other. Every now and then I create a long smooth line for an outline, but mostly it's a lot of little lines next to each other building up a value over time. All I have to do is make more lines and press a little harder where I want things to be darker. In our studio, we do an event called Movie and Doodle, where we show a movie and allow the kids to doodle but also learn how to draw some characters from that movie. So for December, we picked the animated Grinch, and it's been fun so far. Although, the Grinch has very many variations. There's an old animated version, there's the live-action version with Jim Carrey, and so I'm going to put this question out there, maybe you can comment below. What's your favorite Grinch, if you have one, and tell us why as well. So getting back to the art process, I'm working here on Cindy Lou Who, and in her hair I do a similar hatching technique with the colored pencil, building up the value with lines, but because she's not furry like the Grinch and Max, I have to do smooth shading in mostly the rest of her. You can see how I did that in her face, just sort of swirling the pencil in little circles to get a smooth value of color. I do that as well for most of her clothes because she wears like a shiny puffer jacket So even though I kind of use some directional lines like hatching, I try to let it be smoother and less furry looking than what I did for Max and Mr. Grinch. This Cindy Lou Who was a lot of fun. It was challenging to try and make so many different kinds of pinks with just a few pencils. But anyway, we are near the end of our video, and I want to say thank you so much for watching. I do hope that maybe you try and draw the Grinch, Max, and Cindy Lou Who in your own style, or maybe in the style of your favorite version of the movie. Thanks a ton, and remember, when you make art, you find joy.